Hello, good afternoon. My name is Morgan, and I bid you welcome back to Ace Attorney Trilogy, which I have not launched yet, so bear with me. Extra Sunday stream, even though Sunday is normally supposed to be part of the schedule, but things have been different lately. So enjoy it while it lasts. What the hell? Why is... Oh, no. Why is the game halfway off my screen? What the fuck? Bruh. No! How do I even quit at this point? This game's broken. How do I leave? I can't even quit the game. The fucking thing's all the way off screen and I can't move the fucking window. Oh. Kill it through Steam, I guess. That was annoying. There we go. Jeez, that was annoying. We are this one, right? So, well, we proved that things are getting more and more confusing. But we're pretty sure, I'm pretty sure I know who did it. And I have a feeling I know why. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. Sorry I missed it. Oh, well, you're back to normal then. Thank goodness. Maya. So what happened? Well, I think we got a pretty good idea who did it. If I were her, I'd be more... I mean, granted, this is just kind of her lifestyle, I guess, but I'd be way more, like, disturbed by losing an entire day of consciousness because the soul of my sister took over my body. But I guess that's just another day on the job for her. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? It's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. With no time to waste. Good. And that, at least that means... Well, sure, but... You know, she still... that was the longest she was ever not conscious, I guess. I'd be... disturbed by having a whole day of my memory just gone. But it's good to know that there won't be any trials that last 4 days. This is still a very silly court system, but it is to justify gameplay mechanics. A steel samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel? Why does that trip me up every time? Steal the steel. I think the cats are playing on the kitchen chairs because it sounds like bowling balls are rolling around upstairs. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah, but Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Yeah, I think he was maybe trying to get... I have a small idea of motive-wise. Maybe Jack Hammer was trying... Because he got Will Powers injured, he used the opportunity to try and say, hey, Will Powers is not up to the job. Let me be the new Steel Samurai or something. And he wore the costume to be like, ah, look at me. But it's a little bit confusing because he still dragged his foot in that bit through the camera. So, I don't know why he would do that. But Jack Hammer was up to something, clearly. But I feel like there must have been an argument, and he got thrown down onto that spiky-ass fence. and the person he was arguing with was probably the producer. Based on the child's description. What happened with the director's testimony? It's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh, which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? There's a real scene of the crime with Studio 2 where that trailer is. Okay, so we're just, like, flashing back for her sake, which is kind of annoying. But I guess I need it, because I apparently forget things very quickly. Which I did not remember about myself. Ha! Was Maya always this excitable? I don't think so. I mean, do think so. Have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. We should go talk to Willy Pete. Well, let's do. God, he's so angry looking. Mr. Wright, you did very well again, thank you. Thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? It looks like he's about to punch me through the window. You must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. You better learn how. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Haha. Very funny. This is no laughing matter. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? A producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? Been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Well, ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. Don't do this to us! Like we are here for your defense. Rumors and hearsay are still things worth hearing. Director Manila. He used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Why did I say Dr. Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella, and I wish I could forget it. Whoops, I skipped that one. When she said jump, he asked how high and all that. Yes, I cannot imagine him jumping. I certainly don't want to imagine him jumping with all the folds bouncing. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He's a big star back in the day, right? Then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? Really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up at being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Okay, so they had a difference of opinion, which makes sense because she's the one who killed him. I've got nothing to show you right now, unless you want to see this. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? Never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean, so much to these kids, you know? Yes, what a shame. Well, that taught us nothing. Miss Baggs. Still ain't talking. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Now, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station we wanted. I don't want to. You eat, you die. But she's alive. Unfortunately. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Well, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. Seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Mr. Manila. Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh, I bet. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? It does if you're a fucking weirdo, which he is. Mr. Hammer. Arg! Okay, that set her off. Heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down for the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. She's really pissed this time. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Mr. Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright, settle down now. I don't think we need to worry about this anymore. Oops. Damn it, I keep extra clicking. Don't expect more. Oh, there's probably nothing to see here. Employee. Guess they're not filming today either. Why would they be? I did want them to see them filming just one time. Well, I mean, their main villain is dead, and their star is in jail, so I don't think they're filming, no. Unless they have other shows being produced right now. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later. I guess. That's where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yarrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. Guess it can be a little dramatique at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. You're no actor. Ahem. Anyway, here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Okay, well, I've found any. You're looking for traces of sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Science guy gave me some testing solution. Reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. I don't feel like you should be doing that on the spot. You really want a sterile, controlled lab setting to test things. Especially like chemical testing, because if you fuck it up, then you're not getting a second chance. You wasted the sample. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? I don't know, everything in due time, pal. I don't like his offset smirk. Every character has at least one face that upsets me. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. The food on this plate had to be laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate. The investigation. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, pal, it's a real mess. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. I mean, you should really just pursue every avenue. Get an extra detective on the case if you must. That's the right thing to do, but we all know bureaucracy doesn't always work correctly. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why would you feel bad for him? He's kind of a douchebag. He deserves to be taken down a few pegs. It is funny that he is, like, the main villain. Yet, as long as you're playing the game correctly, he loses to you at every turn. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Well, he's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. And crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Huh? Whatever happened with that empty bottle? A bottle of sleeping pills? Oh, got some good news for you about that. I found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. On the bottle. I said bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sweet. Good talk. You make everyone's life worse, Maya. I mean, I don't think examining everything again really matters. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? I'm just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be used anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No. Oh. Why would it be? I'm guessing because their fucking main villain's dead. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Well, hardly a surprise. They want to bury the story. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. I mean, that's a fucking abrupt change. You really want to wind down operations rather than make a sudden shit pivot to adult programming. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. I'm wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. What's the point of the grate if a employee doesn't have a ceiling? It's a drain, like for rainwater. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes, on the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Well, I guess the rumor must be true, then. She's got a very coy smirk. I still can't shake a suspicion that the assistant was involved. Yes, Miss Vesquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. Well, they would be in the ground if you piped it to, like, a storm drain in the ground. But if you just, like, didn't want to dig up the ground and install a storm drain, then you just put it on the side of the wall. So then it runs out into the street or something. She had some kind of dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. Anything specific? About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Is that trailer part of the film set, then? An accident 5 years ago. Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Can you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us talking about it. Well, you've already talked a little too much about it to, like, get away with keeping it a secret. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. Want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. Find a new hero to follow. Oh, that can't be true. The program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Man, so many of my favorite shows were canceled when I was a kid. Just deal with it. And other ones should have been canceled, like SpongeBob, because that had no business lasting so long. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Take a look at this. Wait, what? What am I doing? I apparently missed something. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I fucked up. What am I supposed to show her? Oh, well then this one. Jesus. This is, a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The kids' show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think they would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Yeah, isn't she a big fan of the show, too? She was, like, collecting the cards and was like, holy shit about the card I had. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Yeah, well, the show was fucking awful. After, like, the movie came out. But movies are, like, the death sentence for a lot of animated, like, sitcoms. They all get so much worse after that. Well, THQ is just like practically a shovelware developer now, or publisher. Tell me, what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Do it. You tell us what happened 5 years ago. Yes, I just asked. I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. That's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. Let's see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. I mean, yeah, that is very dumb. Like, you're saying that you're worried... The studio bigwigs were worried it would hurt Mr. Hammer's career. But they still tanked his career anyway by shoving him into, like, minor roles. Like, what difference did that make? Oh, he is still here. I was like, why is the gumshoe music still playing? It's a little bit weird when he's off screen. Just staring at me. What, you still slinking around? You like to play so much, why don't you take over for me? Probably be better. You don't look so good. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. I mean, everyone's kind of goofy. What do they think make Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It was all due to Hammer. You're really hammering this home, madam. Starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. 5 years ago. Wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Bonk. Oh boy. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about that accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. Suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Expect me to believe that rubbish? Would you have some kind of proof? If that Hammer stole Powers' costume? We have a lot of incidental proof. Sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? A bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? Sure, old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof they used those pills on Powers? Here. Mr. Powers ate his T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Oh, yes, so? This is the plate he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Erg. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Wow. It's crazy to see someone go from mad fanaticism to complete sensibility once you challenge their beliefs. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Soulbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Silence that paparazzi. Oh, boy. That got worse than I thought. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. See, we have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Soulbag. Hold on a minute. Alright, enough repeating her name. Here, take this. Photograph. Oof. Interesting. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of those stairs there. Pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't much feel like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photograph. Okay. What do we do with that now? I'll go show it to Willie Pete first. I didn't mean that. Okay, never mind. You don't care. Damn it! How do I keep getting lost when there's only 2 options? Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. Probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. Bet Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. Well, let's see if Penny gives a shit. Your system must have gone off somewhere. Stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as quite a shock to her. I think it's a shock to us all. And the shock's only only getting shockier. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, and he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right, but why? What if someone called him, like the director or the producer? It would be weird if they called him. I feel like it was an argument. But... who knows? Miss Vasquez. Yes, I noticed. Hello? Hello? Alright, settle down. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shush. Perhaps you didn't hear me. Watching the clouds. Not interested in talking to you. I'm ticking you off. Seems like she's making you cry. So, I mean, might as well go through all these. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. You did it. She's the killer. Yes, I think we know. Well, but they're probably pulling another, bait and switch here. Maybe it wasn't her, but now she's protecting somebody else too, aka the director. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. You must talk about that man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. So. We play our hand so early. I mean, they look like they're part of the outfit, but... hard to say. Yes, let's go in the trailer. And then I'll consider showing her the photograph. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Oh, I can right-click and go through the dialogue windows even faster. I don't think there's anything of interest here. Hello, cursor, please. Alright, well, I guess we have no choice. Explain this, madam. Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Means security. Yes, I understand that. That's not hard to figure out. When somebody says somebody's name, they're probably talking about that person. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? You used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Uh-huh. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Conversation interests me. Talk about it more inside the trailer. She's gonna kill us. Next, she went inside the trailer. Do we follow? feel like she's gonna kill us. Should not be alone in a room with somebody who has mob connections, I would say. Especially if we're accusing them of something. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? Why is he fighting him with a tennis racket anyway? That's why he's doing kids shows for a petty change. Yeah. I think some people are alright. What the hell are the cats doing? Humph! So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. I used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? Haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. To think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? Keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Well, it would be murder. No, no way. I mean, Mr. Hammer did it. On purpose? That is what I mean. Why is she so sweaty now? I think she's bullshitting us. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Oof. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? Yeah. I mean, if it was more the manslaughter kind of accident. As in, you know, he didn't mean to kill him, but his actions led to the man's death anyway. I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. Wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is a negative. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Oh, boy. Told you! Who are they? Professionals. Good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Surely you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Oh, you're no friend of mine. No! Dick! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. I mean, there's still 3 of us against 4 of them. And they look bigger and meaner. Oof. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure you will. Oh, good work, buddy. You okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Oh, speak for yourself. Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job. Like how everyone's his pal. Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. You're such a nerd. Okay, got one more job to do today. Sure we'll run into each other again soon. Guy's always out of breath. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Indeed. To be continued. Sorry. Oh, here we go. So, what's the deal? So we're obviously not, like... So Edgeworth is still prosecuting Mr. Powers. And nothing about Vasquez is being dealt with today. But obviously she's going to be critical to our defense. Prosecution is ready, the defense is ready. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. I hope we don't present decisive evidence, because that means we both win, which means neither of us win. Yesterday's session... Jesus Christ. The defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claimed that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, a call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. I'm failing at English. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Ha! Probably because he knows his case is falling apart. And it's just like nothing he can do, but he has to see it through. May call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls D. Vasquez to the stand. That is a bold move. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Why is she smoking in court? The witness state her name and occupation. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. Well, that's kind of what the court is all about, so that everything goes on record, madam. Get with the procedure, please. You must pontificate. Do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Judge, do not take her side. Please give to the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. I know she did it. Make her pay. We all know she did it. All right, settle down. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Well, she's wearing a dress, so good luck. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Found Mr. Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. A van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay. So that's a bit of a curveball. And that's not evidence for nothing, so... I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I'm kind of surprised the judge, like, questioned that. Because that would have been, I would think, something that I could press on in the testimony to ask what she meant by that. It's the final battle! A day of the murder. Enter the trailer before noon. Right, well, go through the procedure of pressing everything. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. You always is terse? Yes. Alright, well, we'll get through it. Meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. No one leave during the meeting. No one. Well, you paused. Come on, let's talk a little more about that. Objection! Witness did not come in here to engage in idle conversation. She came in here to answer questions, which is what I'm asking. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. What exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe we could try remembering? No. Meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think there was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Right, this is when I was... Like, he took you in the van. Hold on. Did Sal take you? What does that mean? See, why did the judge ask that? I could ask that. Means what I just said. Did Sal take me in the Studio 2 van? Alright. You know I look like an idiot. Or you look like an idiot, Phoenix. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. What were you doing during that time? Eating lunch. Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. I'll say I'm getting annoyed by it too. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Alright, this is getting comedic. 15-minute break. Del and I ate T-bone steaks on a table in front of the trailer. You have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. Not one that are also equally suspect. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. I can't find anything. Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure we'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Oh, let's think. Well, how did they get there in the van? I don't think now's the time to ask that, but it doesn't make sense. When did they say the monkey was cleaned up? 4 o'clock. When I pressed it, Nick said this was a thing he should figure out. Prove that she didn't eat, but I don't really know why that matters. Herm. So I have to present evidence. That's what this part is about. Her timeline is a little weird. Why did she mention going to Studio 2 before mentioning what happened 2 hours earlier? Hang on. 2:30 makes sense. How would I prove that she didn't eat? I don't understand that. She committed the murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. That's some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. I don't, though. What evidence could I possibly have that proves that? Huh. Just gonna press everything again because maybe I missed something.
Hold it! Hold it!
No one left.
Objection!
Must be a rehearsal. Meeting was at 4 and rehearsal was at 5.
Hold it! Hold it!
Slop. $15-minute break. 8 T-bone steaks.
Hold it!
Sure. I'm not finding anything. But I'm not even railroaded into something this time. I just drawn a complete blank. What? Huh? I don't know. I don't feel like this is it. Her testimony is like doesn't disagree with Salmonella's, but what did I break him on? Kind of forgot what his lie was. I'll be honest. You originally said that they didn't take a break. Don't think it's this, but like, what the fuck?
Objection!
Ah, as I thought. Claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. Okay, it's a plate. The plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. All right, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yeah, there's no bones. There were no bones left on the plates. I was gonna say they threw it in the incinerator is what they're gonna do. But I didn't think that was a big enough deal, but I also couldn't really remember the scene that well, because there's no photo of it. I couldn't remember if there was something on the plate or not. The plates were bare. Dear God. Say it ain't so. Miss Vasquez? Thump? Tell me how a person can eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone. Oh, she ate the bone. You didn't eat the steak. You ate the bone, too. You didn't eat any steak during the break. Took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I mean, she could easily say she just threw the bone in the incinerator. I see. What was Miss Vasquez doing during your break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. Just meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. Ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. Here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Why, thank you. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, there's no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Well, that one's pretty obvious.
Take that!
Wrong, Mr. Wright. What? I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. What? Eh? I'm so confused. Enough with all the sensing? What? Right, okay, here's the real evidence. What? Huh? I'm so confused. What? Why is that not it? I mean, we can prove it wasn't this because there's no way it would have held up as a murder weapon. She stabbed him with a broken spear. But that's very weird that I was allowed... Like, I got like a mulligan, apparently.
Take that!
Present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is a murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Someone fixed the spear. There's a security lady. They fixed it with duct tape. Well, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Not to mention it. If it's a prop weapon, it shouldn't be that sharp. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Oh, Mr. Wright? Can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can. You rejected it last time, but I'm gonna insist on it. Wouldn't make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was. I'm afraid your confidence can be sometimes unfounded, Mr. Wright. Just because I lost a case once. Chill out. Look at this photo. Ball. What is this? That's Jack Hammer standing atop of the... Order. I cannot, however, order this trial would be suspended. I'm sure everyone would appreciate that. We're getting very tired. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. It's a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. There's was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? I am saying. What happened 5 years ago? It's happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Exactly. 5 years ago, yes. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, the Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Jack Hammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't have. Not the way you're presenting it. They had to hide the body, and then moved it at 4 o'clock after the monkey head was removed, using the studio van. Well, she had another way to carry the body than with her own hands. For instance, actually, for that matter, there's no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. This one's a lot simpler. Once I got past the T-bone steak incident. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used a studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There's a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, I am. He's a bitch. And he's completely, like, simping for Miss Vasquez. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. So don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Yeah, because I look like a dumbass with my hair. I lose. You win. It was fun. That was the easiest one so far. Like, I found that easier than the tutorial one. I win? It can't be over, though. Let's all ellipses, please. So what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? Well, she did say that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, you just engaged in a battle of wits. As a result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But there's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? I mean, yeah. But we're dismantling the case against Mr. Powers and building a case against you. Circumstantial evidence is enough if you have enough of it. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Fluff. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If no more questions, I'll be leaving. Irk, what do I do now? I mean... this one's tough. I won't say testify again. She won't say anything different. If I let her go, I don't know what would happen. Edgeworth still doesn't want to yield the case, even though he's got, like, nothing left. What could I do? I feel like we need the kid back. Because he witnessed it. He might be able to identify her if he saw her. I'm doing this. Ms. Vasquez, you did it. Wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure the question helped this court getting closer to a verdict. What do I do now? I don't see any value to her testifying again. She's just gonna lie. It didn't exactly definitively prove her testimony was false. But she might be shaken enough to contradict herself a second time. If I say no further questions, I'm not sure what happens next. Whatever, I'll do it. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? We'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! Come so far only to fail. We didn't fail. We're just like chipping away at it, but I guess it's up to the judge whether or not he thinks there's enough to dismiss Mr. Powers. I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Why Edgeworth? What, you being a hero all of a sudden? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. Good one, buddy. I didn't.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. Oh, Jesus. We're all struggling here. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily I say ergo. What? Want to hear about what happened after they found the body? Yep, fair point. These are questions I wish I could ask. Very well. Witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Oomph. Edgeworth, who knows? Probably realized she did it too. Yeah, he'd rather prosecute her than pursue a dying case against Mr. Powers. At the end of the day, does he not seek true justice? Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? Yeah, well, he wants one against her. We've already defeated him. We've gotten people exonerated that he was trying to prosecute. So he's just learning, well, there's no point. If his case is failing, he can get somebody else brought down for it. After all that, Edgeworth. There we go. I was gonna say, like, one testimony is a weirdly small, like, court trial session. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. See no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Maybe acting tough now. You put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her. Alright, here we go. Here's we go. With Sal and Oldbag. Explain. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. Wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Well, she said the meeting ended exactly at 4. So that would mean 50 minutes she spent just doing nothing. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Mr. Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes? Yeah, you can say a lot of shit, madam. Oi. Witness will continue your testimony. Yes, yes. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. No one go to call him. Remember. Remember what? There's a dead body lying in front of us. Do you expect me to be calm? Certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? Other way around? You discovered a murdered body, and only one person was missing, right? Or, sorry, one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Thank you, Judge. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Mr. Powers doesn't really stand out. Yeah, he kind of does. He looks like a fucking lion. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. Nobody noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. What was everyone doing at that time? No one said a thing. Just silent, completely silent. We stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Dead silence indeed. Silence. Hey, Nick, why is everyone so quiet? We should really do something to lighten things up. I don't think so. She's quite agitated, pointing at Mr. Powers, saying he did it. Oh, bang, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she had saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. He seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. Photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Mr. Hammer. Indeed. I think there's anything there that I can use. There's one question I still have that maybe was answered before, but it's been like 2 weeks, so I don't remember. Why, if Mr. Powers came from studio, or from the dressing room to Studio 1, would the camera not have taken a photo of him going that way? That would have happened around 5 o'clock, right? Did they say the camera was deactivated for some reason? Well, I could use a refresher on that one, because that may change my line of inquiry here. You asked to be left out. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered us, for us. She throws them out, yeah, but didn't they say only 2 photos were taken that day? And she deleted one, which was... I guess we only noticed that because this was photo number 2, so we knew she deleted number 1. But she was there first, and Mr. Powers showed up afterwards. So if she had thrown it out, it would have been after that. After she had accused him of murder. So why would she have thrown out the photo? Because it would have disagreed with her own testimony. Unless somebody else went to the security booth afterwards and threw it out. Covered? Or covered it up? Must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince anybody they didn't require questioning. I went to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Well then why'd you leave them there to begin with? Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. But you wouldn't have known that before you went there. You could think of rehearsing after that. Yeah, I guess. Well... No, that don't make sense. Thank you, Edge. I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Uh-huh. Thank you. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? You would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Thank you. I wish I could have said that. I mean, I did say that, me. But I wish I could have been the one to do it in the video game. Because now I feel like Edgewink is stealing my thunder. Mr. Edgeworth. What you've just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. Like, really, this should be enough to disqualify her as a witness, and he should start making a case against her. It doesn't make much sense to put her on a murder trial, but it is obviously dramatic for the sake of video game. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. No, Judge, please, for the love of God. Just because somebody got contradicted doesn't mean they can just get a mulligan on their testimony. Like she fucking lied under oath. Figure out how to deal with that, please, in your fucking ridiculous judicial system here. I knew the Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Well, Hammer wasn't the one injured. Powers was the one injured. Find something to peg this on her here. Everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. This is bullshit. How do you know about the injury? What do I know? Sal, he told me. Tell the director. Find something to peg this on her here. Everything we've done till now will have been wasted. Right, I already know that. But That makes no sense. Hammer was not the one injured. Powers was the one injured. So how do I... What evidence proves that? Like, we know that's bullshit, but I don't know what proves it. I don't think this is it. But I don't know what else I have.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Look how the music just restarts. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think that was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, you must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. You would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He's pretending to be Mr. Powers. Okay, so... I'm still unsure how and why the murder happened, but it seems like Mr. Hammer was, in fact, trying to impersonate Mr. Powers. For whatever reason. Maybe he was trying to, like, threaten her to get Will Powers fired or something. But it ended up being a scuffle and he got killed. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. Went to Studio 2 where he's murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Oomph. Yeah, so you sneak out of this one. Very well. I have a question for you. Irk? Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Yeah, that's what we've been circling around, hasn't it? Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Not really. It has to have been something to do with this incident. But why was he in Steel Samurai suit? I'm unsure, but I'm going with it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. The photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Oomph. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for this trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motors here. You have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammer, who's a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for this murder. That's a tough one. The only thing I can think is that he started an argument and was going to become a liability. I just don't have any proof of that. So I don't have evidence, but I don't feel like saying she had no motive. I feel like she did. Unless there's gonna be some like roundabout logic. I'm gonna say she had no motive until Jackhammer gave it to her on the spot. He had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? Mr. Hammer, who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? Simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor? Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. And Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. For what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, no more tobacco for you. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. I'm gonna call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah! Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. It was Manuel. No, it wasn't. Oh, that man was Manuel. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this... It's an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene in... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him. Well, I don't know why she would cover it up, unless she's just being straight business and trying to keep this on the down low. Wait a minute. Is she, like, romancing Manuel? And that's why she was so bitter about it? Or is that red herring? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Why she still got the pipe in this sprite? Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. See. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds that no miracles have occurred. Mr. Powers, not guilty. Hooray. Bonk. That is all. Court is adjourned. Hooray, I'm so best. Oh, he's in a good mood now. I don't know what to say. How would she try to say that he's like an unrecognizable fellow? Look at this man. He looks insane. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Bad enough they want to kill Miss Vasquez. I think they tried to frame me for the murder. Makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. I just don't understand, like, if that happened, why did she go through the cover-up? I guess because it would have exposed the accident and exposed the fact that she was blackmailing him. And she was just trying to avoid that, so now she's guilty of even more. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I think he was just jealous. I don't know if I have evidence. But he was definitely just jealous of your success compared to his. It was probably this. This is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put blame on you because... Take that! Because you were the Steel Samurai. I was a Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and he was the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. Could have just told me. Would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. Just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Will you? I thought the show was canceled. Unless they uncanceled it because she's in jail. Can't wait to get back in that sweaty costume. Well, the costume's gone, buddy. Sorry to say. Oh, he doesn't know yet, that's why. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah. Nick, Edgeworth. Oh my god, he's way more intense straight on. Say something, right? What? You approached me, dick. I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Oh, he's so shy. I'm sorry, I hurt his feelings. Oh, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. And the only reason that would have happened is because I couldn't ask the questions I wanted to. Like, that's always the thing that rubs me the wrong way about these games. Is you're only as clever as the game lets you be. Because it wants to tell a story at the end of the day and have some dramatic twists. So you can't be the detective that the logical part of your brain wants you to be. You have to follow the logic of the writer. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Are you really? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. What a guy. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Are those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in the way. He's such a dweeb. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Well, I came here to tell you. What? I have no choice if we end up on opposite sides of the courtroom again. It's kind of both our jobs. Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. Rivals. Right, Nick? But now we are, I guess. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something here? Because I'm not telling you something. Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? So the curtain closed on another trial, and we don't learn what that was about. Caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. Woohoo! Went back to making kid shows again. And they did that one. Unfortunately, the absolute sleazebag director probably continues to be a menace. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think they seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? I shan't. You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. I'm not trading cards with a fucking second-grade child. I will go to jail for that. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I hope he's not playing this lead. I don't think he fits in that costume. I don't think there's always real faces to him. I don't know. I don't think the world's ready for the real Will Powers. The end. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh boy, this one looks weird. Like a homeless man in a pigeon. I will save. And I will be right back. I did not know they did call it the gay lawyer game. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, that's, I did not need to see that. Alright, so we're probably getting through day one of Case 4. Uh-oh. Well, they look like they're having like a seance out in the boat. About that, yes. I missed the first line. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Bang! Well, that's something. And, oh no. What the hell? What the hell? I don't like that they show you the murder in the first shot. I mean, look, the last case was the only one where they didn't. Well, I guess it's really to... They don't mean for the killer to be the twist. They want the twist to be the how and the why. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? No. Need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. Well, maybe he's getting rid of, I don't know, somebody in the former love triangle. Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls, per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Can you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. Town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy. Tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax? They didn't technically prove it was a hoax. They just proved that hoaxes occurred. But, you can't disprove something at the end of the day. You can just prove that it's vanishingly unlikely to be true. Gotta choke on my drink. Locals are confident Gordy is the real deal. You just found out about this thing. Boring. Can't they show some real news for a change? Well, apparently nothing happens in this town unless somebody gets murdered. Nick? Huh? Water pressure's kind of low in that shower. Want more pressure? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with a hose? How did she get undressed in the shower and then dressed again that quickly? That's a terrible idea, actually, but have fun. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder. Gourd Lake again. Body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. The suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. He's 24? Why's he got gray hair already? Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He's guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. You got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. None of these questions I can answer right now. I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Oh, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. Right, we need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Why are we even talking? Let's go. Will you even talk to us? No, Nick? We've been in here one time or another. We've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I haven't been on that side, though. Have I? I have. Right. When fucking Pink Man accused me. Mr. Red White. As it comes with the territory. Well, sure, it's something we should mention to too many people. Well, damn. Said we should never show our face. He's just left? Hey, Edgeworth, come back. I love the fades. They're so funny. What are you doing here? Like, I don't think he's in a very good mood. No shit, he's arrested for murder. Would you? Well, he's in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were in here? You'd come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Heck, should we be laughing? Oh my, so naive. The trick. Laughing he'll get mad or burst into tears. Oh, he's such a sensitive fellow. We don't have so much free time that we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. We have no cases right now, I guess. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I don't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you gonna do about it? Duh. I'm gonna help you, that's what. Teddy, what are you doing? Teddy! Don't touch that. Little shit. Help me. You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. And I kicked your ass in all 3 of them, so fuck off. Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. Well, your luck's bound to run out someday. Well, is that luck you want to play with right now? You real skill, right? Experience. He's insulting you. 2 of them? He wasn't in all 3? Payne? Payne was a dorky guy, right? Oh, that was case 1. For some reason, I thought the tutorial 1 was not case 1. Why am I always the one who has to get angry? Gourd Lake. Murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. Lake is a long way away from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Oh, Edgeworth, talk to us. I've got nothing to do yet. Well, he said Gordy, so I guess we'll go look for Gordy. Gourd Lake. These are some very, like, reiterative trees. Is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. See some police walking around there. How would a lake fit in the middle of a park? This has to be a massive park. See some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal! There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. The trial should not happen this quickly. This is a bullshit legal system. Oh, so his collar is so tall. Why does he got such a massive collar? Any clues on the double? Well, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why he arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. Clear, sir. Shut up! Guess you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get on my face, pal. Wow. He's definitely got a romance with... At least a one-sided romance with Mr. Edge. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Ah! Eek! Hey, you're the hairy guy. Hairy Butts. Well, at least he finally got his name right, but he's still incorrect about who we are. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will you ever learn my name? Just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Oh, he's not Hairy Butts? It would be much funnier if he was. Bring it! Seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh? You don't say. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No? Oh, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the, huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, around 15 minutes after midnight. There's a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were 2 men. One of those 2 men shot the other with a pistol. Pong. That is a very weird-looking gun. The shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. The cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. The report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Tell us about the witness. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. Sure, they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. The Luger? It looked weird on the back. I don't think that... Luger's not really shaped like that. It kind of is, but... Yeah, they had a really thick barrel for a Luger. Looked more like a target shooting like 22 or something. Is there only that one witness? Yep. It was pretty cold last... the rest of that sentence. It's Christmas Eve, after all. Well, apparently wherever this is, it doesn't snow on Christmas. Or thereabouts. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're checking here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. Why were we working on Christmas to begin with? Neither of us have families. I guess you don't. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Well, it's a little late now. I don't think the stores are open. Talk to Santa. Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right, who cares what the witness says? I care. Really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taken this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that nobody's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. You know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial? He hasn't gotten one yet. What? Trial is tomorrow, isn't it? I don't know the whole story. Apparently no one here has been willing to take the case. Why not? He's owed an attorney, is he not? Maybe not in this society. But, I mean, he's a capable prosecutor. Maybe he could do his own defense. Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Unfortunately not. Well, pal, then you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney. I don't owe you a damn thing. Feel a chill from the bare leaves today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, my toes are starting to feel numb. My poetry has had effect on some people. Interesting. Sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. Place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. She uses like such a weird coy expression sometimes, so when it does not fit. Apparently there's nothing to see here. We've heard everything. Let's go, we've covered everything. A badge. Showing that to the wrong guy, pal. Gotta show that to someone who needs it. Okay. Well, that meant to tell me. I thought I could explore the lake at least. We'll show you. Your attorney's badge, Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, Wright. Well, I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet-behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were all afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that they might Then it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Well then what? Edgeworth, it's really hard for me to ask. Well, you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know. I know that. I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Just go away and leave me alone. Nick. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick. Okay, well, he's gone. Where else could I investigate? Okay, we'll do this again. It's true. No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. Bit of celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal. Don't tell me you're gonna turn your back on him, too. Well, you gotta tell me who the witness is, at least. If you want me to help. So I know what to prepare for, at least. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client to carry... I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. Should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, well, right, over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir? What? Find something? No, sir. Not yet. There was a call for your precinct. You want to hold an investigation briefing. Briefing? Right, I'm off. Yep, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head out back? Before I head back? Oh, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. I haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. Still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We'll talk more there, pal. Not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. What should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Alright. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Alright, we're friends now. Oh, hey. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. Hooray! You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about information. What? They don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. Well, considering he wants us to help, I don't know why he wouldn't tell us. Pardon. Hot dogs! Samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? Everything's samurai here. Guys, get some new fucking hobbies. Wowzers, this is Gord Lake. Yup. Not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. Hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. Well, they're great. They look like shit. What the hell's all over them? What's blue on it? Just looks like toothpaste on it. A name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. Kids are all into the Pink Princess now. It takes a while to update your branding. Party hats. Ugh. Someone left some pop. Oh, those are party poppers, not party hats. There goes Pop. Yep, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Those aren't very popular around here. We just do fireworks. There might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. I mean, I see no reason to leave them. Those are going to hurt. Oh, where'd they go? Into my pocket. Way to go. Not very clue-worthy, but they're not there for nothing. Bit weird that the food carts are still here, but, like, unstaffed. Normally they take those, like, home. Samurai dog. You almost didn't see it. I saw it clear as day. Left the boat dock's right exit. Okay, well, let's go dock some boats. Gourd Lake is really big. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. A long time ago, they used to go gourds here. No way. Well, sure is because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it's shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. Good story. Oh. Boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. So it was open last night, though? Guess a murder taking place on one of those boats won't be good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. Really? How about we go on one when the trial is finished? Good idea. You bet. Cool. What does that sign say? It's so blurry, but it looks like it should not be so blurry. Small boat rental shop. Don't look like anyone's around. There's some boats floating at the dock. One of these boats used in the murder, I wonder. Nick? I changed my mind. I want to go on a boat ride. Okay. Why did just looking at boats discourage you? More forest off that way. Doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. I don't think I learned anything here. Well, I guess we got the party pappers. Wait, what was that? There's more. The woods. What? Whose camera is that? I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. We got Guts camping at the scene of a murder. Well, they must have been the witness, then. They were camping here last night. They might know something about the murder. It's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to him. Don't tell me you're hungry again. No, I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. There's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum, then. I'm not having this conversation. I think they were made of aluminum just because aluminum doesn't corrode. And they're lightweight. Nope. We're American. We omitted the second I. Food and some magazines on the sheet. Makes a pretty tough skid to camp out in this cold. Well, if he needs to warm up, he just fires up the car and turns the heat on. SUV has seen better days. Looks alright to me. Why are the... This is like the most AI-generated SUV I've ever seen. Why are the fucking mirrors, like, at the front of the hood instead of on the doors? That's silly. Ellie, anyone will drive their car down here. Yeah, how did they even get it down here? Sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? What? That's a dumb thing to say. I don't think they have signs like that. Trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Deep, man. Camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. Must take pictures when triggered by noise. Oh, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Oh. Alright, stop breaking my ears. Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. What then? These things? Party poppers? Huh. That was an impulsive yet fascinating thing. Well, it responded. I like how the party popper sounded exactly like a gunshot. So somebody was set up to capture the murder then. if this camera's set to trip on a gunshot sound. Yaw! Oh, Jesus Christ, lady. Get your hands off of that. Them some whack-ass teeth. What in the same hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. You know how much a roll of that film costs? Can you just, like, close your mouth a little bit? I'll pay you back. What are y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. I know how y'all Yanks think. They say those southern folk talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. It is not my accent. I do not talk like that. Let me tell you, just because I might be dumb doesn't mean we all are. Apparently I'm dumber. Who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Oh my god, I can't even, like, catch up. Forgot what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. But apparently they do have... You know, this is American enough to have Yankees and Southerners. But it is a very un-American court system. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws and listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy, guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. Oh, second thought, I'll pay you later. I'm really sorry. Otis, out. Out! No under the desk. Can you just, like, calm down a little bit? That face is horrible. What? Hey, you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? No, you're not. You're staring at me with a massive grimace. Someone, I'm not naming names, but someone used up a whole roll. Or if I have to get... If I have anything to show her that would get her attention. This. Alright, this is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? You only gotta try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. I'll have you know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. I'm here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why don't y'all say that in the first place? Because you were screaming at me the whole time, madam. Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. I'm thinking of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. Just feeling a little overwhelmed, the culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Yeah, we could threaten her with that, but whatever. We made peace now. Hey then, I'm Lotta Hart, but you can call me Lotta. Just don't call me late for dinner. Here photographing a meteor shower for a research project. Meteor showers don't have gunshot sounds, though. Mighty pleased to meet you. Why did that thing go off with her gunshots? What happened? Hey, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. Happened late in the night on Christmas Eve, aka last night. That's so, Christmas Eve. Man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? Reckon I might have seen one, not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. Seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So what does you do, Lotta? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the Heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university. Yes, I heard. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Did I tell you that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. Quite a camera you have there. Oh. Everyone likes to refer to people from northeast of the USA as Yanks. Whether they're in the South or I guess in UK they just call all of America Yanks. Really yanks my chain. Quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it's German-made, a genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? Well, Switzerland, you dork-ass. Well, I guess German seal knives are a thing. What's that device you have stuck to the camera? Device? The camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that? That mic triggers a shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. Programmable camera, neat. Wahoo! Oh, this clearly would have gotten a gunshot. Wait, what? Is that it? What? Why can't we ask, like, to see if there's any film on there from last night? Yeah, but like, that should pick up a gunshot then, shouldn't it? Why can't we ask about that? This is an obvious question to ask. God, this game is annoying. So that's it? We're done here? Oh wait, maybe I present that to her. Lotta? Yeah? The camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yup. To the victim in the case we're researching. He was shot with a pistol. Pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. The camera. It didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what. I'll have a look-see at my film. Would it have been a photo taken late last night? Checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw. We'll check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? Well, we ain't leaving until you look. Go inside our SUV. Guess we should come back later. Why do we have to come back later? Whatever, we'll go talk to Dick Gumshoe. Well, I keep thinking I'm saying his name incorrectly. Why does that guy look like Mr. Payne back there? Guess Detective Gumshoe's still in that meeting. Hey! Oh, not anymore. Thanks for coming down, pal. We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. The feeling we're in for some bad news. What happened? You know anything about the victim yet? Oh, no. Still can't ID him. Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how did the meeting go? Can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So you think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Huh? Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. We're trying. He's not making it easy. He needs help, and you're the ones helping. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. Trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship. Suppose it's not more than professional, is it? Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendant declared guilty every time. Except in 2 cases. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. There's a reason. You trust our investigation, see? You trust us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. You got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. You have my word on that. Wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Well, yeah, I made an extra copy for you. Sometime on the 24th or 25th, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Nick? You sure you have the victim? Was there one? Huh. Ace. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling. I met him somewhere a long time ago. Okay, what do we do about that, then? Having the photo itself is in evidence. Image training? What? What does that mean? Gourd Lake. We're already sighted. I don't believe it. What a guy. Babes in uniform calendar. Well, it's not a calendar. There's no dates on it. Well, not else to do here. I hope it helps you, pal. Thanks, detective. Okay. So... what next? Will she have something now? Well, hello. Lotta, wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? I automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Sweet. This is them. Take a look. Oh, that sure is a man shooting. Wait. See? See? You're shooting him with that pistol. Looks like that, yes. You can't really tell who that is shooting. Amazing how it was framed perfectly in the center of the camera. Yeah, well, there's enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. You know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? Saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should call the cops? Yeah. I would say so. What's that? Why don't you all go trying to mock my accent? That's not what I was doing. I'm a sensitive lady, clearly. So I'm off to talk to the cops. You're gonna have this photo. Sweet. Wait. What? You don't see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. Sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. That's not really how it works, no. Like, you're on the side of the truth. This is what a witness is supposed to be there for. Lotta. Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Was it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. Gad darn. You left. Well, I think we made that worse. What do we do now, Nick? Well, she saw something. There's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Take it automatically at 12:15 a.m. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Looks like the police have given up their interview. Hey! Santa! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Was that Harry Butts? Nick and Saint Nick, haha. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Why do you have to be in a Santa suit for samurai dogs? Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kianci deserves the best. Well, you moved on reasonably quick. Not another model, I hope. Well, she's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know. I guess. Bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. His partner, Maya Fey. And the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of the little sister. Oh, not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry, there's a murder here last night. Since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Maybe he was. You don't know. Oof. I think what we just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. Oh boy, here we go again. Model, I knew it. Oh, anyway, there's a murder on the lake. Trial's tomorrow. Oh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick? You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. Why is his mouth twitching? Straight for me. What? Tell me more about the dogs. You mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? Good question. And they kind of look gourd-shaped. Originally they were called gourd dogs, you know, like our dogs. Ouch. Samurai thing was Fiancé's idea. She's my woman, you know. I'll change the name and you go, girlfriend. Made me that banner. And the kids get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? Big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? Well then, shouldn't the gourd dogs remain the thing? Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been in kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all of the time to be like father. His father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Well, he's the opposite. He's a prosecutor. He can't be like Dad if he takes the opposite career path. Wow. Wait, the defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. Okay, so that is a apparently significant thing. No. It's not funny. It's a prosecuting attorney. Like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. Wonder what changed his mind, though. You know, Nick? Nick? I just will not respond. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? Goodness. It's here in this very lake. A giant mysterious monster, Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. Signs an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo, and I love how it is just a Nessie photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster. A real monster. I can't believe someone actually got a photo with it. Oh, just a log or something, right? Quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? Set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, heard a loud bang, like an explosion. Followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. That was the lady with the camera. Wish I could have seen it. How would there be a sound like an explosion? Gordy's covering up murders, isn't it? Can I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Wahoo. You should be a new marketing expert. If you need to change career paths there, Phoenix. Hot. You still haven't done that. Don't give me shit. Not a gumshoe in sight. You're looking for Detective Gumshoe. He's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Well, then there's nothing to be seen here. Oh, image training like he's trailing witness trying to blend in. I think that's what they meant. Whatever. It means nothing. Okay, well, Edgewing doesn't want to see us. So, what do we do now? What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Can you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! Remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. Met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe we should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Well, this is the longest investigation phase so far, for sure. Alright, Fatberg. He still doesn't get his fucking painting back. Poor guy. Ahem! Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? Was her understudy? Yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha! You're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. Come to look a lot like your sister, you know? Too much sometimes, I'd say. It takes me back. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. What? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it, then? Something the matter? What happened? There was a murder last night. Murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. Guess he hasn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall be coming back home to this office. Can't exactly claim it is stolen. Suppose my just desserts, old bitter desserts. What a shame. Strange. Billy's always seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He's a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond. You say this is the man Miles Edwards shot? Supposedly. This is the moment the crime took place, eh? Yes. Can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. Who's this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He's a defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. Oh boy! Last from that past. Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned in the trial for Mia's murder. It was the incident where the police were so at a loss that they used a spirit medium. Bong. Wait, you don't mean... Is that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. Spirit medium Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed. You never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. The police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. Oh, there's more to that story, isn't there? DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. Wait, what does that case have to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. You don't say. His father? Wants to know more, you should ask him yourself. Oh, he doesn't want to talk to us. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Oh, thank you. Wait. It's a photograph of my mother. Misty Faye's photo added to the court. Oh, why am I saying that out loud? Well, the twists do twist. Certainly is only strengthening the possibility that Edgeworth did murder the man. What's this? I was hoping you got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? No concern of yours. She hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit, I'm impressed, right? You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. Sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. Just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I'll answer the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. Shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. Pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder. Oh, that was a question. Correct. The spirit medium. That was my mom. What? You mean you're... Strange. Thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? Statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. Disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. Guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. Quite famous at the time, apparently. We were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Well, that explains why I went into prosecution, because he's more obsessed with getting criminals convicted than he is with defending the innocent. Anything else? Would have thought there'd be a photo. Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. You didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? No! I'm tempted, but I'm gonna play along. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. It's is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay it back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Oh, boy. I guess we should... What? Earthquake? Big one. Wah! The hell was that about? That guy is unshakable, isn't he? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor. The ball's shivering. Poor guy. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. Sort of running, but curling up in a ball? I guess we're done. Doesn't seem like he's gonna stand up anytime soon. Right. Gives Edgeworth letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Alright, so him being so scared of earthquakes is obviously gonna come up somehow. I just have to know the moment when I see it. Jesus Christ, alright, settle down. What's going on here? Eek? What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Ah, figures. I'm curious why it had to happen at all. But I guess we'll find out. Wild lady comes in here just a little while ago. Said she came to talk to y'all after her... I struggle so much. This game makes me talk way more than anything else I've played. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart say? Says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? Even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. We really can't tell for the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Well, you can't... Embiggening it means nothing if it's just shitty silhouettes. I'll drop the quality it might, but it should let us see who's who. She can do that? Okay, so it's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. Cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. We got a photo taken when the shot rang out. Say, that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If it's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. Let's just ask to file the paperwork. You still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. Please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. Yes, I get it! Jesus. Look what I got. Yeah, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. See you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. Worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. It did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest before tomorrow's trial. Later. Huh. Wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Alright, so something changed him. And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. Transferred to another school after that. Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. To be continued. Alright, well that was the longest investigation process of any of these. I thought we'd at least get through day 1 of the trial, but nope. I am out of time. So, we'll wrap it up for now. Be back on Saturday. Stop, stop. No more, please stop. No more, no more, no more. No more! We're out of here. Yeah, be back on Saturday and work things out from there. Till then, have yourselves a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy.